a friend to this show, and what an amazing guy he is as well, and what a year it's been for Jonathan Antoine. From Essex, of course. You may have seen him in the very early days on Britain's Got Talent. Since then, he's released his album Tenore, and he's been touring all over the place, and he's always popping by whenever he gets a second, which is rare, actually, these days. Jonathan, welcome back to BBC Essex. How are you?
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm great. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. And good to know you're all better again as
Yes.
well. Loads of people got in touch with me saying that you hadn't been too well on your tour, but everything's back to normal and you're all sorted now.
Yeah, I took a little bit of a funny turn, as one does. It was a combination of sort of stress, anxiety, and then a chest infection on top of it,
Yeah.
which not ideal when you're trying to sing for a good sort of hour and 3/4.
Yeah, sure. And the way you sing as well. I mean,
Yeah,
you do give it your all, don't you?
It's very intensive on the sort of the diaphragm and on the lungs in particular, and so
Yeah.
it would have been negligent to allow myself to sing in that condition, but thankfully I actually went in to hospital in Leeds, as I was there at the time, and they sorted me out. I waited there for a while, about 5 hours. Oops. But yeah, I'm fine now. and that's what
Fantastic.
matters.
Well, great to see you back with a brand new Christmas song, which we'll talk about in just a second or
yes.
two. Tell me about the album. How's that been going?
Yeah, that's all going well. Still, people it still occasionally spikes up in the charts. People buy it, and it's crazy. Like, it's over a year now since it was released, and people still want copies.
Yeah, yeah.
That's mad. But there's some thought been going on as to a follow-up,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure what I can say right now, and I'm not sure there is a lot to say.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about it.
Okay.
The
Well,
album too.
let's say, in an ideal world, this follow-up happens, and have you got? I suppose you've got some ideas in the back of your mind about what kind of album that you'd like to do at this point.
Kind of very basic ideas. It's not even fleshed out yet.
Yeah.
We're just thinking about maybe we'll make one. Nothing's confirmed.
Yeah, I know when we were talking about Tenore last time that you came in, we were talking about the track listings and
Yeah.
how you put those tracks together, because an album, particularly the album that you're singing, is very much a journey, isn't it? It's the kind of album that you don't pick a track particularly, you kind of go for the whole thing, don't you? That's the
Ideally,
idea.
yeah. I like to have a nice sort of framework for a story, even if it is material that is already existing.
Yeah.
Like to put a new narrative to it as a whole.
Yeah, yeah.
That interests me a lot, and there are so many possibilities for making something new. It would be like a complete dream come true to have some originals and some older stuff. Who knows, really? It's down to what the people want, I guess.
Let's go back to when you were a little boy and you were first getting into music.
Yeah.
When was it that what was it you first heard that really has an impact on you? You know, looking back at those early experiences, was there anything in particular where you thought, I really want to be a singer and do this professionally?
That is a very tough one.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of singers and the bands that they were in, I guess, that made me really want to sing. I mean, Freddie Mercury and Queen. My mum is a big Queen fan, and so he was and is one of the greatest voices of all time, as everyone should know. But yeah, stuff like that, a bit of Queen. But I liked all the sort of terrible 90s stuff. Ricky Martin, I think it was. I loved all that kind of stuff when I was really young, and it inspired me to be a bit of a character, I guess.
Yeah, because the two people you've mentioned there, Freddie and Ricky, they're both performers. They're not just singers. I mean, they bring something to their performance, don't they?
Yeah,
it's huge.
That's not to say that Ricky Martin is terrible, but some people might have. I love him.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong. I mean, sometimes he comes into the bracket of cheese, and I say, so what?
It's
Great.
beautiful.
There's
Cheese.
nothing- Good cheese.
Some cheese, you get the off the shelf kind of cheddar, but there's the special cheeses, the artesian Gouda from, that's what Ricky Martin is in my heart.
The Artesian Gouda. If you see that on his next album, you'll know where he got it from. Copyright Jonathan Antoine, BBC Essex, on Monday afternoon, the 14th of December. Stay with us, mate. We're going to play your new Christmas song in just a second or two. Jonathan Antoine, my special guest this afternoon. More in just a second or two. But first of all, let's get a catch-up, shall we? We must say hello to everybody listening around the world right now here at BBC Essex. Jonathan Antoine, my special guest. Twitter has gone mad from people tweeting wherever they are, from people listening in Sutton in this country, and of course right across Essex, that goes without saying, but then we've got people in Germany and Australia and America, and it's amazing, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's incredible. It is a dream.
Yeah.
Just having all of these incredible people who support what I do and like to listen to my goofy voice. This goofy voice. I try and be less goofy when I sing.
Well, let's hear it right now, shall we? The new Christmas single. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, this song's called Christmas Dream Come True. It was written by a lovely man by the name of Chris Broom, and I've done a couple of his songs before, which aren't entirely public yet, but one day you shall all hear them, and they shall be glorious. But yeah, it was he came to me and said, let's do a Christmas song, and I fell in love with it instantly because Chris Broom writes incredible songs. And on the day of recording, it was weird because I literally just, I think 2 days ago, my girlfriend, who had come over from Canada and had stayed the entire month that I was on tour, she had just had to go home. Yeah. So I was feeling kind of vulnerable and kind of sad, admittedly, but overall hopeful because the month had been just incredible, and I'm very excited for when she can next come back, which unfortunately won't be for a while because of work and such is life, but soon. And so there's this element of melancholy in the song, and hopefully you can hear that in the delivery, where it's not my typical booming loudness. It's way more withdrawn and vulnerable. That was kind of the primary thing that I wanted to get across, the idea of missing someone but being so hopeful for the future and what is to come.
Let's hear it right now. It's BBC Essex.
Can you hear the sounds that echo all around, of distant voices singing, children everywhere, there's magic in the air, the Christmas bells are ringing, and all about us white with snow that glistens on the rooftops and in the streets below. So many wondrous sights to see, we'll share these precious moments. Such a perfect time for me, this Christmas here with you. So wonderful and new is all I ever dreamed of. Now you've made my Christmas dream come true. And so it's here, this special time of year, that we were long awaiting. Very soon we'll be around the Christmas tree, so happy celebrating. Then in the evening's fading light, we'll lay down by the fireside and hold each other tight. And though the seasons come and go, we'll cherish these sweet memories. And I wanted you to know that Christmas here with you, so wonderful and new, is all I ever dreamed of. Now you've made my Though the seasons come and go, we'll cherish these sweet memories. And I wanted you to know that Christmas here with you, so wonderful and new, is all I ever dreamed of. Now you've made my Christmas dream come true. Christmas with you, so wonderful and new, is everything I dreamed of. You're my perfect Christmas dream come true.
Jonathan Antoine, his brand new Christmas song, which is out right now, and yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of heartbreak going on in there, mate.
Touch, a little. It's 79p from all your good retailers, Amazon.co.uk, and I think .com, and iTunes. Buy it now, buy it now.
Do you still get a buzz, by the way, looking at things like, you know, album sleeves and single covers and things like that, and thinking, that's me there? It must be quite amazing, really.
Yeah, it still absolutely messes me up every time. Like, people bring me my CDs to sign, and it's like, first of all, there's a CD there that was made and put to print, and someone actually took the time to print out that CD and all that stuff. Like, they didn't even have to do that. Then it's just it boggles my mind completely. And you know, it has this whole year has just been a dream come true for me.
Your passion really shows, not just in your singing, but in, you know, I've met you a few times now, and you know, you can tell that you love what you do, and obviously that comes across very much as well.
Thank you.
The Albert Hall, we got to talk about that.
Yes.
Because you know, you've played some big events here. I mean, not least with Placido Domingo, of course, the iTunes Festival. I mean, wow! I bet you're still reeling from that, aren't you?
Oh, a little bit. Yeah, I still get a little lightheaded whenever someone mentions it. I think, was that a dream? Yeah, probably.
And then, of course, the Albert Hall, which you've played a couple of times. You're going back.
Yeah. The craziest thing was, the Albert Hall was basically my dream venue. I always wanted to play there. What I kind of did as part of the Redbridge Choirs thing, where all the schools go, and there's like 2,000 kids, and it's really fun. Slightly stressful for the teachers in particular. But I'd always wanted to go there as a soloist and do something and sing a song and have people watch me on that gorgeous stage, and then it happened, which just it blew every single expectation I ever had right out of the water. And the sound quality is beautiful, the place itself is beautiful, the production is beautiful, and now I get to go back. And again, dream come true.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of capacity will you be playing to? Have you any idea how big an audience it's going to be there?
Well, the Albert Hall, I think, is about 3,500.
Right.
So even if that's half full, that's
enough.
Yeah,
enough to be going on with. What do you do about nerves? Do you still get nervous before you go on?
Yes, I do. I get horrifically nervous every single time I perform, regardless of whether it's one song or a full concert. And in all honesty, all I can really do is just I just sort of try and exist for a while, as peacefully as I possibly can, and distract myself. I've taken to making pixel art on my computer, which is a strange little hobby, but it's very meticulous, and you have to click in every little pixel, and it takes my mind off of everything.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to go on, then I'm less wound up in myself.
Yeah, because there are some artists, and I've spoken to them before, that say the nerves are almost like an energy to them. It's like putting, the nerves are your battery, and you feed off that nervous energy almost. I mean, would you say that's something that you do as well?
Yeah, certainly. I think that it's an integral part of most performers. My MD for the tour, Robert Emery, his claim is that he doesn't get nervous before performances, and I'm inclined to believe him, and yet he still plays perfectly every single time.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just something that people say to reason with themselves. But
Yeah, maybe so.
I think that in certain ways, yeah, it does help. If you're a bit nervous, then you're not overly cocky. Is the thing, and the instant you get overly cocky, you're not putting on the best possible show you could for the audience.
Yeah.
You have to be humble to your audience because they are there because they love you and want to hear some good music. They might not even love you, really. They might just be there to hear some good music. And if you put on some good music, they will love you.
Yeah.
And then a whole beautiful relationship can start. And, yeah, it's very important never to be too cocky.
Absolutely. Well, once again, it's a pleasure seeing you, Jonathan.
Pleasure to be here.
And you must come and see us again in the new year.
Of course, I shall.
In the meantime, good luck with the tour.
Thank
the rest
you
of the
very
tour,
much.
which I think got some more dates, haven't you, still
yes,
coming up?
the tour dates that I missed, unfortunately, as I was ill, they have been rebooked for January, I do believe. Please check online, jonathanantoine.com, jonathanantoineofficial.com. I've got a few websites, Facebook, Twitter. You can check them all if you'd like. But they're basically going to be the same as the tour dates, which were a very stripped down but very eloquent, I'd like to say, evening of just music and a little bit of banter. But then with a couple of extra things thrown in to say, sorry we made a few of you come out that evening and then you didn't get a show. Sorry that I was a little bit ill. Whoops. Here's some extras.
Yeah. Well, these things happen, don't they? And it's good to see you looking well.
Well, thank you very much.
Take it easy, buddy, and we'll come back again soon in the new year.
I shall, don't you worry.
All the very best. And the new single is out now, and you can get it from all the usual platforms.
All the good retailers, please buy now. Do it. Go.
It's because Christmas. It's Christmas. Jonathan Antoine, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
And it's BBC.